Good morning, everybody! Wherever you're tuning in from today, I want to know, drop it in the comments. I appreciate you guys so much. So I'm gonna start with going through the first 8 modules of the class that I'm in right now and kind of just walk you through the basics, and I'm gonna go into detail about some parts I'm just gonna keep it simple, but I kind of just want to show you the path that I took to get where I'm at right now. And this might be a little longer video, but I'm prepared. So I have my notes here because I want to go in order, because the way that this program is set up, it all links together. And this has been such a powerful course that I've been enrolled in, and I know all this information can really, really help people, and I have to share it. Like, I need to get it out of me because it's screaming to like be released, because so many people need this, and so many people are wanting to transform their lives and wanting to start their own personal development journeys, but they just don't know how. And that's where I come in. But I'm so grateful for starting my YouTube channel, and I'm so grateful for the people that have already subscribed to this, because this is gonna be so epic. I can see it. Oh my God, I feel it. So the first part of this is the power of internal connection. We spend so much time in our minds, and our monkey mind just wants to spin around everything and doubt you and try and keep you safe. We have brains that are 2 million years old, and they're made to keep us safe. Our body knows exactly what we need and what we want to do in the future, but our mind wants to talk us out of it to keep us safe. Our bodies know what's best for us. So the more that we can get out of our minds and into our bodies is really where all of our growth and transformation is going to start to happen. For those of you who are new to personal development, are new to meditating, are new to breath work, are new to any of that, this is going to feel a little sticky and a little uncomfortable until you give it some time. But the more that you work at this and the more that you do it, the more natural it becomes. And this is just such a beautiful process. Like, this makes my heart so happy and so excited to share it with you guys, because like, if you would have seen me a couple months ago, you would have been like, wow, she's a completely different person. And I feel completely different. And I know I still have so much work to do, because this is only the 8th week of this 10-month program. So I'm gonna kind of take you along this journey, and oh my goodness, this is gonna be so exciting. So we all have 6 basic human needs that we try and meet in either positive or negative ways. And the first one is certainty. The second one is uncertainty. The third is need for love and connection. The fourth is growth. The 5th is contribution, and the 6th is significance. Now, depending on what order you wow, brain fart. What order you prioritize these 6 needs depends on your happiness. And so for me, growth is at the top, and so is the need for love and connection. But if you're constantly trying to go for contribution and significance, you're most likely meeting them in negative ways, and you most likely don't even know it. And that's why, or certainty, like, I crave uncertainty. I don't want to know how I'm gonna get there. I don't want to know what the next step is. I don't want to know the pathway that I have to get there. I just want to know where I'm going, and everything in that is uncertain. And the more that we can lean into uncertainty and be comfortable with not knowing, you never know. Like, nobody can tell you the future. Nobody can tell you exactly how you're gonna get there. Nobody knows. Everything is uncertain. And so we crave certainty, and we crave like wanting to know exactly how we're gonna do this and exactly what time and exactly what moment. Like, we're always gonna be disappointed, right? Because nobody knows. So my 3 main ones are uncertainty, growth, and love and connection. I crave growth because I crave the feeling of expansiveness. And expansiveness to me means growing pains. It means stepping out of my comfort zone. It means getting uncomfortable. It means seeing what I'm made of, testing my limits, pushing my boundaries, like stepping out onto that edge of the freaking cliff and almost falling off. Like, I want to see what I'm made of, but I can't see what I'm made of if I'm always craving certainty and always craving to stay in my box. I want to go outside of my box. I want to see what else is around there. And this shift recently just happened. I was such a certain person. Like, I wanted to know exactly when I was going to do it, exactly how I was going to do it, the process it was going to take, the steps that I had to take. Now I don't give a shit. I don't care, because nobody knows that. And so the more that I crave certainty, the unhappier I'm going to be, because I'm always going to be disappointed if something doesn't happen in the way that my mind is planned it out to happen. So I crave uncertainty, I crave growth, I crave love and connection, because I want to connect with beautiful souls all around the world, and I want to have deep conversations with people. I hate small talk. This is one thing that I have learned very recently. I hate small talk. I am so not good at it. I go deep. I want to know your ugly fears. I want to know, like, the ugly parts of you. I want to know what makes you tick. I want to know exactly who you are at your core, not who you pretend to be for everybody else. And, like, I crave those deep connections with my friends and with my family and with everybody in my life. Like, I want to know what makes you you. And because you are a beautiful soul, we are all put on this earth for a reason. And I don't want to know your favorite color. I mean, I do, but, like, I want to know what your fears are. I want to know what makes you you. That is what I crave. So figuring out what order you're hitting your basic needs, or what priority your basic needs are, it's a game changer. It's such a game changer. So keep that in mind. Another thing. So when you feel sad, you feel depressed, you feel anxious, there are no positive or negative emotions. Everything just is. We're meant to feel everything. Humans have such a beautiful gift of feeling, but we've been so conditioned around the act of feeling and around not wanting to feel because it's uncomfortable. We don't want to get to that certain point because somebody might judge us, and somebody's going to be like, oh, well, stop crying, you're acting like a baby, be strong, man up, like, woman up, whatever they're going to say to you. But how beautiful is it to think that there are no positive or negative emotions? Everything just is. We're meant to feel depressed, we're meant to feel anxious, we're meant to feel tension, we're meant to feel love, we're meant to feel happiness, we're meant to feel growth and expansiveness. We're meant to feel everything. And the depression, the anxiety, the tension, that's all data. That is all your body telling you that something is out of alignment. So when you can look at that in that lens, you're not going to be worried about, oh, well, I feel this, I want it to go away. We don't want it to go away. We want to sit with it, and we want to lean into it and ask it questions and try and figure out what it's there to teach us. Why is it here? What is it doing for me? What is it bringing me into? You see, the universe throws obstacles at you and throws challenges at you because the person you are right now can't carry the weight of what your evolved person is craving for. That next version of you has to go through what you're going through right now in order to gain the knowledge, in order to gain the wisdom for your next evolved person. And when you can look at life through that, challenges become so easy. And not even easy, because some of them aren't, but they become so, like, intriguing. You want to just dive into them and be like, okay, what is this teaching me so I can grow? What is this teaching me so I can transform into the next best version of myself? And oh my god, it's amazing. It's amazing. And like, and don't get me wrong, things have totally happened since I've been in school, and I'm just like, what the hell? Like, how did this happen? And then when I realized that everything happens for me, not to me, it happens for me to make me as the person I am right now grow, become a little bit uncomfortable, to be able to evolve into my next highest version of myself. It's such a beautiful concept, such a beautiful concept. And it makes me so, so, so happy when I think about it like that, because I want to grow. I don't want to stay stagnant. If you just want to constantly feel comfortable and you don't want to leave comfortable situations or circumstances to feel uncomfortable, you're never going to grow. I don't want to feel stagnant. I mentioned this a couple minutes ago. Like, I want to feel expansive. I want to feel growth. I want to feel my growing pains. I want to sit with them. I want to ask them questions. I want to know what kind of data they're giving me. I think I have an eyelash or something in my eye. But I want to know the kind of data that they're trying to teach me, and I want to know the lessons that I'm trying to learn, and really embody the lessons. And that is such a beautiful thing too, because when you can embody the lesson, it's gonna stop showing up. But if we just constantly, like, for me, I think relationships, and if you watched my video yesterday, like, I had to do a lot in counseling and realize, like, how did I get to this point in all my relationships? Like, why can't I make anybody happy, and blah blah blah. And I can't make anybody happy. It's not my job. It's my job to make myself happy. If other people don't like what I'm doing, I don't give a shit, because this makes me happy. And I'm not gonna put my feelings and my life on the back burner to make somebody else happy. I'm not gonna do it. I've done it for 23 years. I'm done doing that. This is my time. This is my life. This is all in my control. And I want to see what I can do. I want to see what I'm capable of. And I want everybody to feel this way. Like, I know where I'm going. I see my vision. Create a vision in your mind. What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? What do you want to look like? What do you want to show up as? Ask yourself these questions and create the strongest vision in your mind, because that vision will pull you towards it. You don't have to know the how. You have to see your vision and see where you're going and see who you get to show up as, and then show up as her. Stop trying to, like, make this harder than it is. Who do you want to show up as? You don't have to do the same things you did yesterday. You don't have to think the same way that you thought yesterday. You don't have to do the same things that you did yesterday. It's a new day. You have the ability to shift all of that overnight. And if other people don't like it, it's because they don't want you to change. They want you to stay exactly the way you are, because that's their comfort zone. I don't want to be in their comfort zone. I want to push my comfort zone. I want to get out of my own damn way. I want to blow my own mind, okay? Like, that is what I crave. Wow, that was a rant. But seriously, like, I want to see what I'm made of. And I know that I'm made for more than what I'm doing right now. I know that I'm made for more than every area of my life. In every area, I'm made for more, whether it's relationships, whether it's my job, whether it's my financial abundance, whether it's my living situation. I'm made for more. I am made for more. I deserve more. I deserve more, because this isn't how I want to feel, and this isn't how I want to live for the rest of my life. So why not give that to myself? Why not open these doors and walk through them, even if I don't know what's on the other side? The worst thing that can happen is I walk through the wrong door. And then, you know what? I go back and I walk through a different one. But the more chances that we take, and the more we can get comfortable with being uncomfortable, our life is gonna take the frick off. It's gonna take off. Like, I am so okay with being uncomfortable, because that's where all my growth is. And here's a crazy thing too. Like, you have so much fear around starting new things. Like, for me, I had so much fear for going live and, like, making these videos and speaking my truth and, like, saying my 2 cents because I'm like, oh my God, I've never done this before. People are gonna judge me. Like, this is gonna be so uncomfortable. What if I don't resonate with anybody? I don't care. Like, I don't care. If I don't resonate with you, I'm sorry. Maybe one of my other videos will, and maybe it won't. But I know that I'm gonna meet somebody that I resonate with. I know that I'm gonna touch somebody and say something that's gonna hit them right here and make them wake up and make them be like, oh shit, she's right. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. My goal is to operate from a place of thriving. I don't wanna operate from a place of fear, because every time we operate from a place of fear, we're gonna fail. I want to trust in the process. I want to trust that the universe has my back. I want to trust that I am capable of doing whatever it is that I want to. So, oh my God, it's just such a beautiful way to think about life like that. And when you can think about life like that, your life just becomes so much easier and so much more rewarding, because you're not trying to make anybody else happy but yourself. Sorry, it's tea time. We have to get so comfortable with feeling, and feeling is the only route to healing. We have so much conditioning around don't cry, like not crying and not feeling angry. And Max, what are you doing? Stop biting your paw. Stop biting your paw, silly. We have so much conditioning around not feeling and not being mad and not showing our emotions and not feeling our feelings, and just why? We are meant to feel everything. Tears are so beautiful. I love crying. I've always been a crier, but I've always felt wrong for crying. But feeling everything is so beautiful, and we are all so capable of it. We all just have so much conditioning around it. And when we can get comfortable with all of our feelings, that's where the true growth and true transformation happens, because all of your wisdom, all of the lessons you need to learn, everything that you need is right in the middle of your fear. It's right in the middle of all your sadness. It's right in the middle of all your hurt. It's right in the middle of everything. So when we can take the time and sit there and sit with it and really lean into it and show it love and show it compassion, show it empathy, give it the time that it needs, give it the care that it needs, the rest is gonna unfold for us. But the more that we try and suppress it, the more that we try and numb out, the more that we try and just get rid of it, it's only gonna fester. It's only gonna make it worse. That's why our anxiety is worse. That's why our depression skyrockets. That's why everything happens. Because we're not sitting with the pain and we're not leaning into what it's trying to teach us. Everything happens for a reason, and it's happening for you in perfect time. It's happening for you so your evolved person can look at it and be like, oh shit, this is exactly what I need in order for me to get to the next level. And this is such a beautiful concept, and oh my goodness, like I can't wait until everybody understands this, because you are the only one. Oh, sorry. You are the only one that has any kind of ability to change your life. The more that you wait for somebody else to do it for you, you're gonna be waiting forever. You're gonna be waiting forever. You are the only person that has the ability to change your life. So why not start somewhere? Why not start where it's uncomfortable? Why not start exactly when you don't want to? Because that's a perfect time for you to do it. Get out of your comfort zone. Push your limits. Feel that growing pain. And that's all it is. It's a growing pain. And oh my God, this is just, it's so amazing to look at life this way, because there are no expectations. I'm not waiting for anything to happen. I'm going out there and I'm making it myself. I am the creator of my life, just as you are the creator of your life. So why not get out of your comfort zone and go find it? Go do whatever the hell scares you. Do crazy shit. I've taken so many crazy risks recently, like even last night, I signed up to be a pause breathwork facilitator, and I started my YouTube channel. 2 crazy things. But like, you know what? That's gonna make me so much more successful in my future, because I'm sharing my story and I'm sharing my journey with you guys, And then I'm gonna incorporate breath work into my life coaching, and it's gonna be freaking epic. For those of you who don't know anything about breath work, I really don't either. But let me tell you what, my teacher in school runs a breath work facilitating class, and she shared a couple breath works with us. And for those of you who watched my video yesterday, I went to counseling, and I was so overwhelmed and crying hysterically, and just like I felt like I was lost, okay? Because my inner child, everything that I had ever known for her, completely shifted. And so I felt super uncomfortable and super estranged from my body, and I did breath work. And doing breath work allows you to get out of your head and into your mind and to release all the suppressed emotions. Like when you do breath work, it's not like you hypnotize yourself, but you basically hypnotize yourself and just release everything that you don't even know that you need to release. And that's exactly what I did, and it was so freeing. I felt so much lighter and so much calmer and so much better after I was able to get out of my mind and stop trying to think my way out of that situation, and stop trying to think on how I'm going to be able to do this and how I'm going to be able to move to the next part of my life. But I got out of my mind and got into my body and allowed my body to do the work. And that was so beautiful. Our body has a blueprint of exactly everything that we need and exactly like where we're meant to go. And so anytime we do anything that's out of alignment, it causes tension, it causes anxiety, it causes everything for you. So if you can look at all of that as data and figure out what it is that you're doing that's out of alignment, your anxiety dissipates. It can't live there because you're in alignment. Oh my goodness, it's amazing. This is such an amazing and beautiful process and way to look at life. Like, there are no right or wrong decisions. There are no good or bad emotions. Everything just is, and it is for you in the most beautiful ways. You just have to change your perception and change your perspective on it. And when you can do that, your doors open. They open like freaking floodgates, and everything that you've ever wanted comes right into the middle of it. For the longest time, I had no idea what I wanted to do for like a career. And everybody kept asking me like what my hobbies were and what I like to do, and I'm like, I don't freaking know. I have no hobbies. Why? Because I never gave myself the time to do anything. I was always trying to make sure that everybody else was happy and everybody else was taken care of, and I didn't do anything for myself. And the more that I learned this and understood it, I started going to the beach more. I started like talking to my friends more and getting out of my body or getting out of my mind and like just really tried. Hold on. Come here. Come here. Sorry, there was a beetle in my house. But the more that I can just get out of my mind and get into my body, that's where all my answers are. That's where everything I need is. So I know this was a lot, so I'm just gonna kind of keep it here today. But I am going to be doing YouTube channel videos a little bit more often than I do my Talks with Tana, and I do my Talks with Tana every day. I might do 2 or 3 videos a day just to kind of catch up as to where I'm at in my life and in my schooling, so we can be on the same page and I don't have to backtrack. But if any of this resonates with you, if you have any questions about anything, please drop it in the comments. I want to be here for you. I want to help you through this, and I want to help you get to the next level of yourself. I am going to be opening up my doors to taking like new clients into life coaching, because I'm learning how to coach people in the next part of my class. So I need like betas. I need people who will let me use them as like a growing pain, I guess, because I don't really know what I'm doing yet. But I'm gonna learn in school, and I want me to help you, and I want you to help me learn how to coach you better. So if any of that resonates with you and you want to be my little guinea pig, I would love for you to do that. Please leave me a comment. Please send me a message. Like, reach out to me in some sort of way. I want to be here for you. So feel free to lean on me. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day, and I will talk to you soon.